welcome back to another racing round of Track Action Race Club. Today we are at Croft. You would have just seen some travel footage that I put in of our travels from yesterday. Then we stayed at a lovely cottage about 30 minutes from the track. We are just getting ready for qualifying. It's slightly overcast, the weather, and it has rained overnight. But so far it's dry, so let's pray that qualifying stays dry. It is a 2-day race weekend with race 1 on Saturday and race 2 on Sunday. So let's hope for a great weekend's racing. How was it?
Where were you stood?
Done that?
Oh, you didn't see me go off then.
But where did you go off?
At the end of the start finish straight. I just waited too late, couldn't get in. So I decided to go through the gravel. It's quite rough. Last one, I'm just checking there's no stones anywhere. Base around here, I'm going to make sure there's no stones in the belts. Well, that's pretty sealed. So hopefully that's right. Because it sounded horrible when I went through the gravel. The car felt alright. I was going to change the tyres, but I'm not sure I should, because it seemed to rotate quite nicely with those older tyres on. So I think I might leave it for the first race.
starting 68 car of Thomas Franklin, the red of
was race 1?
Yeah, fast, very, very fast. Yeah. We were doing quicker lap times in the race than we were in qualifying by the end. It's just a shame the safety car sort of called it a bit short. But yeah, it was a good race. Good race. A bit scrappy at times, but yeah, it was good.
You have some close races.
Close,
throughout the
very
whole
close.
way.
Yeah, very close. So Andrew managed to just run away a little bit at the end, but if we'd have had another lap after the safety car, I think I'd have managed to push him a little bit. But yeah, there were 3 or 4 of us all battling midfield, swapping places, probably changed places maybe 3-4 times in the race. So yeah, it was good. Enjoyed it.
Good. And how's the car feeling?
Happy with it. It's my first time at Croft. I've never driven Croft before. So Friday in the practice, managed to find a bit of a setup, get the back to move a little bit more. But yeah, it did feel really, really good this morning. It's got a bit warmer this afternoon. Track temperature's a bit higher, so I think I'm going to see what it's like tomorrow. Maybe drop a little bit of pressure out of the tyres and stiffen the rear up a bit more and try and get it to move. But yeah, it was good.
Good. Well, good luck in race 2.
Thank you.
So how was race 1?
Yeah, race 1 was actually really eventful. Off the start, we kind of all got really good starts, but then like the Clios in front of us, they kind of got in our way. So Mitchell was able to get away, and then we were kind of then fighting between amongst us, like me, Jake, and Martin there. Yeah, it was just really a great fight throughout the whole field. It was great.
Good. And how are your brakes feeling?
Yeah, they're stopping, but I think we have to do some bleeding on the brakes tonight, see if I can try and get more feel in the pedal, because it's a bit like airy at the moment. But yeah, I think an improvement definitely from Silverstone, so yeah.
Good. Well, good luck in race 2.
Thank you.
So how was race 1?
Oh, had a magnificent start. I absolutely blasted off the start. Got past 2-3 cars ahead of me, which are much quicker. Got myself a nice gap between the 206s, but actually it didn't work out to plan because I let one Clio past, but then the other Clio, when we went through the fast S's, sweeping S's, he tucked himself into my left-hand rear corner, and I couldn't see him, couldn't see where he was. And we were trying to go side by side because I thought, well, if he's there, if I turn in too hard, he'll clip me and turn me sideways. And then you don't want to be going sideways there because you're doing like 90, 100 miles an hour. So in the end, I actually let him past. So I actually feathered off the throttle to let him pass. Of course, all the 206s were there, right on me. And then it was a bit of a battle. This one here, particularly, Martin Kaiser, he was very, very good on the brakes. And perhaps I didn't help myself because I actually I let him use my special Mr. Pump tool to sort his brakes out. But yeah, it's all fair in love and war. Yeah, he was on me. I could see him ducking and diving on the brakes, and he was managing to get some tighter lines than me on some of the corners, which I was a bit concerned about. He was obviously able to see where he was quicker than me. He did say when we were in Parc Fermé just now, he said, I was lining you up for an overtake. But then, luckily for me, as we came into the last hairpin, the left-hand hairpin, before the start-finish straight, Jake Richardson decided to do a dive bomb down the inside of Martin. So Martin couldn't turn in. Jake actually outbraked himself. They all went a bit wide. I scooted around the corner. I had 2 or 3 seconds gap between me and them. And basically I held that gap because I think our lap times were pretty much identical. Held that gap until the safety car came out. Unfortunately, safety car and then checkered flag. So I still got the win. Would have preferred the win actually racing, but I suppose I was racing. So we've got tomorrow to go. I think it's going to be tough. These boys are getting very quick behind me. So I'll see what I can do, and hopefully going for the win, of course, but we'll see how that pans out.
Good. Good luck in race 2.
Lovely, thank you very much.